and welcome to another session of Basic Digital Marketing. Now, today we'll start talking about something that a lot of people are aware of, but not many people know what it exactly does for them. And the concept that I'm talking about is what is called SEM, or Search Engine Marketing. If you're a regular user like myself, SEM answers the question that when I type something in the Google search engine, where does this websites and advertising links magically appear in an order? And if you are a website publisher or a website owner, SEM answered the question, how exactly do I drive more traffic towards my website by using the power of search engine? So as you can see, no matter who you are, it's a very handy tool to master. Now, let's clarify one misconception that we all have. The term SEM and SEO, these two are used very frequently and often interchangeably, as if they're the same thing. They are not. SEO, or search engine optimization, refers to a technique by which you can have a higher ranking in the Google search engine page. It's strictly unpaid, and there is no way you can buy your way into a higher ranking when consumers are typing certain words in the Google search engine. SEM, on the other hand, is a more holistic marketing technique which combines the unpaid tools like SEO together with paid tools like pay per click, or PPC. Let's look at the diagram in the screen to understand better. So when consumers type something in the search engine page, they not only spit out some of those website links magically, but there are a lot of advertisements, as you can see in the screen, that come out. Now, these advertisements do not come in random. They're intricately linked with the keywords that you are typing when you're looking for something in the Google search engine page, which is the cornerstone of keyword strategy. Now, we'll cover keyword strategy slightly later on, but one thing I like to clarify about these ads that appear when you type a keyword. Now, these ads are slightly different from the typical ads that you see in a other website like a display advertising, and they're very different from the traditional newspaper ads that we're all used to. They're different because there is no money involved when these ads appear. You only need to give money when consumers are clicking on it, hence the name pay per click. Now, a cleverly written pay per click ad can significantly boost the chance of driving more traffic through search engine towards your website. So as you can see, SEM and SEO is not the same thing. In fact, SEM is a combination of SEO and PPC, which is pay per click. But if all of us want to be really holistic, SEM is actually a combination of SEO, pay per click, and social media. Now, we all understand that social media can be a different platform, but actually these days, social media and search engine are getting very interconnected. So the searches conducted in the search engine page is leading the traffic towards Facebook page or group, and the searches conducted in the social media can lead the traffic towards the website. So they are very interconnected. The second and very important thing that we'll learn today is how we can use SEM more effectively. Now, the key to SEM is something we call keyword strategy, which basically means that you want to own some of those keywords that consumers type when they're looking for you or thinking about your category. Now, a successful keyword strategy is hugely important, and it's basically dependent on three different criteria: search frequency, relevance, and competitiveness. Let's start with the one that is most easy to understand: search frequency. To put it simply, you own and target the keywords that your consumers more frequently use to look for you in a search engine page. If you are, let's say, a wedding planner, a typical keyword high in frequency can be the best wedding planner in city X or latest wedding planning themes. It sounds very simple that the consumers look for frequent words and you target those high frequency words through your keyword strategy. It sounds very simple and logical, but as we all know, nothing in life is ever that simple, and here things get a little complicated because the second criteria, which is relevance. Now, relevance means that your website's content has to be closely integrated and correlated with the keywords that consumers are typing in the search engine page. So which means if you go back to our wedding planning example, If you want to target anyone who's typing latest wedding planning theme in the search engine page and you want them to drive towards your website must have multiple content with the theme latest wedding planning theme. This is how search frequency is tied with relevance, and this is how keyword strategy is tied with what consumer is actually looking for. Again, sounds very logical, but things get even more complex when we put the third criteria into it, which is competitiveness. Because you see, you being the clever one, you are targeting some of the keywords that you think consumers are looking for, but your competition also is looking for the exact same consumers and exact same keywords. So how can you be different? So there are two options in front of you. One, you can give more money, you can outbid the competition in chasing those keywords. There's obviously, if you have a unlimited money, something you can look for, but the smarter way is actually to have a very differentiated keyword strategy. And one technique that I can talk up today about how to differentiate your keyword strategy is by making your keyword more descriptive and more specific. Let's go back to our wedding planning example to understand what I mean by that. So instead of targeting and owning keywords like latest wedding planning theme, you target and own even more specific keywords like latest wedding planning theme under $10,000 budget. This way you can be competitive, relevant, and target frequent words at the same time. So towards the end, let me summarize. Successful SEM is dependent on successful keyword strategy, and your keyword strategy is dependent on three criteria: search frequency, relevance, and competitiveness. So that sort of ends today's discussion on search engine marketing. Next time we'll start talking about a completely different topic. Until then, goodbye.